Hello, and today we are going to be working on how to read a protractor. So the first thing I want us to look at is the actual protractor itself. Let me zoom in here for you so you can kind of see. Okay, this is a protractor and it works like a ruler. Okay, on one side, on the top, it starts at 0 and goes in groups of 10 all the way around to 180. Because this line down here would be a straight angle. So if I had an angle that was like this is considered a straight angle, and it would be 180 degrees. Your point of your vertex goes in this little center part. So here is my vertex. It goes in the center of the protractor. Okay. On the bottom set of numbers, it starts at 0 over here and goes all the way around in groups of 10. You may have noticed there's a lot of other lines here. One of these lines, this line right here, is a little longer than the others because this line is our groups of 5. And then these itty bitty lines are our groups of 1. So when we are doing this, we are going to make the top set of numbers blue. So all of my top set of numbers will be blue. And then my bottom set of numbers, I'm going to make red. And we're doing the difference here because depending on which way your angle opens is going to depend on which degrees or which set of numbers you need to use. So let's start with this first angle at the top. Before I even try and figure out its degrees, I want to trace over this angle and notice that it starts at the 0 mark. So I know it's starting at 0. And it's going up through 70 and 110. Well, what kind of angle would this be to start? I know that this is an acute angle. Since it's an acute angle, I know that it is less than 90 degrees. So I am going to be using this bottom set of numbers. Because if I try and look over here, the blue group is starting at 180. Well, I'm not starting at 180. I need to start at 0. So I'm using that bottom set or the red set of numbers, which is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So this angle measures 70 degrees. Now let's look at this one. Notice we're still starting at 0 because we're on this baseline. And this time we're going up and we go through the numbers 140 and 40. So I'm going to look at this. This angle is still an acute angle. It's still less than 90, right? And if you're confused, there's ways to figure it out. An acute angle looks like this, right? It's smaller than 90 degrees. A right angle looks like this. It makes that L shape, so that's 90 degrees. An obtuse would be a lot bigger than 90 degrees. So now I have to figure out which set of numbers I'm going to use here. Well, on this one, the red starts at 180, and we know we're trying to start at 0. And I know it's an acute, so it can't be past 90. So I'm going to use the top set of numbers, or the blue line. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40. So this angle measures 40 degrees. If you notice, when the angle opens up to the right, so this angle opened to our right, you use the bottom set of numbers. But when the angle opens up to the left, we use the top set of numbers. So let's look at this next one. So here's my angle. That is way less than 90, right? Because here's our 90 degrees right here. So that's less than 90, so that's an acute. I know that it is opening to the right, so I'm going to use the bottom set of numbers. And that's 10, 20. It's exactly between 20 and 30. So this makes this a 25-degree angle. Okay, let's look at this one. Now this one opens to the left. It is still less than 90 because here's our 90-degree line, right? So it's still less than 90, so it's an acute. I'm going to be using the blue line because I know it's opening to the left. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And that's at 51, 52 degrees. So that's at 52 degrees. And then look at this one. This angle is a lot bigger, right? Because here's our 90-degree line right here. Oh, my pen doesn't want to stay. Here's our 90-degree line. This angle is a lot bigger than 90 degrees. So that makes this angle obtuse. So then it's kind of hard to figure out here, well, which way does it open? So I'm going to go look. I know that this ray is on the 0 mark. So I'm going to go look over here. Which two spaces does this go through? Well, this one goes through, or is in between, the 170, 160 for the red line, and between 10 and 20 for the blue. Well, I know it's an obtuse, so it's not going to be 10 to 20 degrees, because it's going to be more than 90. So in this case, I'm going to use the red line, and then I'll start over here. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160. And it's past the 165 mark. It's one past that. So that makes this angle 166 degrees. Then we have this angle here. And notice, here's our 90 degree. It is more than 90 degrees. So this is an obtuse angle. I'm starting on the 0 mark here, so I need to figure out which set of numbers I use. Well, on the bottom, it's between 40 and 30. That's not going to work. On the red line, it's between 40 and 30. That's not going to work because an obtuse angle is more than 90 degrees. So I have to use the blue. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, but I'm past the 140 mark. So then I have to count, and that's 141, 142. So this angle measures 142 degrees. Oh, I forgot my red lines here, so let me do that. Okay, now I have this angle here, and you may think that this is a right angle. Just by looking at it, you may say, oh, that's a right angle. But notice there's a little bit of a tilt here. The 90-degree line, and I'll do it in a different color so you can see it. I'll do purple here. This is that 90-degree line. So this is actually more than 90 degrees. Because it's more than 90 degrees, it makes it an obtuse angle. So I go look at the line that it's through. On the red line, it's between 190, which would work. On the blue line, it's between 80 and 90. So that's not going to work because I know that it has to be more than the 90. So I'm going to use my red group of numbers, or my bottom set of numbers. And it's exactly between 90 and 100. So it's at that halfway point, which would make this a 95-degree angle. Because we go in groups of 10, and then those little longer pieces of lines are groups of 5. So that's at 95. And then we have this angle here, and you may already be able to tell me this is an acute angle, so it is a small little angle because it is less than 90 degrees. And then I would look and see, okay, well, it's not 110 because it's less than 90. So I have to use that blue set of numbers, or the top, which would be at 30 degrees. So this is a 30-degree angle. Now, not all angles will start at 0. You may have some angles that don't start at 0. So let's look at one that doesn't start at 0. So what if I have this? It's not starting at 0. Well, what you do is you figure out your ray K and what number it goes through. What I suggest is that you use the top set of numbers to help you figure out which way the rays go through. Don't use the bottom set for this. If it's not starting on this 0 line down here, I would use the top set of numbers. So let's figure out where K goes through. K goes through 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So it goes through 25 degrees. And let's figure out where M goes through. So M is way over here. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, and then 111, 112, 113, 114, 115. So M is at 115. I am trying to figure out the space that is in between here. In between here. I could figure that out by subtracting these two numbers. So 115 minus 25. 5 minus 5 is 0, and 11 minus 2 is 9. So you can't take 2 from 1, so then you'd regroup, so it'd still be 11. So this would be 90 degrees. So this is actually a right angle. This is actually a right angle. I hope that you find this video helpful. Thank you.